We're gonna have a problem between you and I, definitely.
His body camera's on. His body camera's on. I don't even have any ID on me, sir.
That's gonna be it. Okay.
At a Connecticut airport, an independent journalist armed with nothing more than a camera begins gathering content, perfectly within his rights under the First Amendment. But when a state trooper approaches and asks what he's doing, things take a sharp turn. The auditor explains he's a journalist, yet the trooper isn't satisfied and demands ID for proof. From there, what started as a simple act of filming spirals into a tense clash over rights, authority, and the limits of the law. Watch closely, because this encounter raises the question, where does public accountability end and overreach begin?
I was just explaining to Megan here that I'm an independent.
You have every right to film.
Yeah.
As long as you don't film the X-ray screens, because that's all sensitive. And,
Okay.
And impede the operation. You're fine.
Yeah. No, I'm just an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
I think you're well within your rights. I think you know them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And your name was Brett Kavanaugh. Brett. Wow, like the Supreme Court Justice.
He spelled it with a K. That's really
Brett Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court Justice.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Trooper Lemoy with the State Police. How are you doing today?
How you doing, Trooper?
Good. I'm here to find out what your business here is at the airport today.
Nothing. Just gathering content for a story. I'm an independent journalist.
Oh, great. Do you have your ID on you?
I'm not going to provide you my ID, Trooper.
By a state trooper for your ID, you're going to have to provide that.
This Connecticut, sir, is not a stop and ID state, and unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion, I've committed
about to do that. I'm not here to get a legal advice from you.
Yeah.
I'm asking legally an order from a state trooper to provide me your ID. You're causing alarm at the airport. Multiple people have come up to us asking what you're doing.
There's a TSA supervisor who just told me I was well within my rights.
Please?
Sir, let's
Put your hands behind your back, please.
I'm going.
Put your hands behind your back, please.
Sir. Okay.
Sir.
I'm not going to cause any alarm. I don't.
Last answer.
I don't have any. I'm not going to put any. I'm not. I don't even have any ID on me, sir.
That's going to be it. Okay.
I can give you my name and date of birth if you'd like. Do you have your body camera on, sir?
581.
One detained, refusing to provide ID. Is there anything on you that's going to harm me, poke, anything sharp?
I don't consent to any searches.
I didn't ask you that. Is there anything on you that's going to harm me?
No, and I don't
Knives,
consent.
needles, weapons?
No.
No? Where's your ID?
I don't have one.
No? What's this, sir?
That's my car key. Sir, I'm an independent journalist working on gathering content for a story.
Okay.
I have not broken any laws.
No one said that you did. You're not under arrest right now. You're being detained.
But why are you detaining
You're
me?
interfering with my investigation.
Sir, you need to have reasonable, articulable suspicion.
I'm articulating that to you right now, that you're causing a disturbance at the airport. Yes, you are.
By gathering content, I'm an independent journalist, sir.
You need to stop trying to teach me
Why
legal.
are you shaking? I'm not going to hurt you.
You need to stop and listen to me. I'm trying to identify you because you're causing a disturbance at the airport. You refuse to provide me your ID. You're clearly doing this on purpose.
I'm not.
So we're going to go through the books.
I'm gathering content for a story. I told everybody I'm an independent journalist.
I get that. Now we're going to prove that, sir.
There is no proof of that. The First Amendment grants me the right.
What's your last name?
I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to
ask you again. What's your last name?
If I do not give you my name, sir,
you're going to be placed under arrest and taken to be fingerprinted to identify you.
Okay, my last name is Reyes.
How do you spell that?
R-E-Y-E-S.
Yeah.
As long as you say that, if you say you're going to put me under arrest, I will give you my name.
That's what we would have to do to identify you. It's not what I want to do.
You have no right.
I came over here just to identify.
You have no right to identify.
Your first name, Mr. Reyes?
You have no right to identify.
Are you going to stop arguing with me? Because this is causing a big problem now.
My first name is S-E-A-N.
Yep.
P-A-U-L. One word. Can I get your supervisor here, Lavoy? One. Under threat of arrest, I'm providing you that information.
It's not a threat. It's me telling you what has to happen.
Can I speak to your supervisor, Lavoy?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure, do you know who I mean as the fuel farm?
1021.
Do you have a Connecticut driver's license?
No, sir.
Where do you have a driver's license?
Sir, I don't want to, since I'm being detained, I gave you my name under threat of arrest. I'm not going to answer any more questions till your supervisor gets here, please.
Not a problem.
Invoke my fifth.
Okay. 581 Bradley.
Let's break down why this detention is a problem. Under the landmark Supreme Court case Terry v. Ohio, 1968, An officer may briefly detain someone only if they have reasonable articulable suspicion that the person is involved in criminal activity. That means the officer must be able to point to specific facts, not just a hunch, not just discomfort, but clear, objective reasons that a crime may be occurring.
Ready one.
Name and date of birth. Unknown on the state, he's refusing to provide that. Let me know when you're ready. What state do you reside in?
Sir, I told you since you're detaining me, I'm not going to answer any more questions. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent because I want to speak to a supervisor, please, because you're making a big mistake here, Trooper. I'm telling you, you are.
Unfortunately, sir, you made the mistake by not identifying yourself.
I told you I was an independent journalist.
That's great.
No,
you still need to identify yourself. You're in an international airport, okay?
That the law,
the security of everyone here is more important than that right now.
No, the Constitution doesn't end in an international airport.
Once again, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with. I'm not here to.
No, you can go back and you can do that with your supervisor. I'm here. If you whatever you need me to do that you feel that you're going to arrest me over, I will comply with that.
Mr. Reyes.
Yes.
There was no need for you to be handcuffed. You made it this way. You put yourself
can you
in this
take the
situation.
handcuffs
Absolutely
off of me?
not. Not until my backup arrives.
But why are you shaking? I'm not a threat
I'm not
to you,
shaking.
sir. I'm not a threat
You're
to
detained right now. You're my responsibility. If you fall over,
I'm not a threat
you're
to
my
you.
responsibility. You're saying that, but I don't know that. I don't know that you're not a threat to anything here at the airport.
Sir, the way the world works, you can't handcuff people because you don't know if they're a threat or not, sir. That's dangerous that you're acting like this, really. Just because you're an officer doesn't mean give you the right to.
You're trying to provoke this, but it's not going to work.
Sir, how am I trying to provoke it? I'm trying to instruct you and educate you. So
that's not your job.
It is because I'm sitting in handcuffs now.
You told me you're provoking your Fifth Amendment right to first.
Well, I can invoke it whenever I'd like, sir.
Gotcha.
For answering any questions,
okay.
But for education, I won't. You just violated my civil rights. Seriously, I'm not gonna say anything else. You did.
This isn't our first time dealing with you, correct?
I've never dealt with you before.
You never dealt with the state police?
No.
Never with law enforcement?
I'm not gonna. Are you a supervisor, sir? Sir? Are you a supervisor, sir?
I am not.
Oh, can I get a supervisor here? My rights are being violated.
We're working on that.
Why are they being violated?
Because I'm in cuffs and I haven't broken any laws, sir.
-1.
Sir, there is, as you know, an unlawful detainment. This is you know what that's gonna happen, right?
Are you trying to scare me?
I'm just saying.
Are you trying to intimidate me?
I'm trying to tell you that this is unlawful, sir. I've been nothing but cordial with you since you came up to me.
Absolutely, except you interfered with my investigation and failed to provide your ID.
You have no authority, sir. You have no authority to ask me for ID, sir. That's just the fact.
I actually do once you cause a disturbance at the airport. If you were just here
I wasn't causing
and no one came to me and reported you to me, absolutely, you're 100% right. You can sit here and record all day. That's not the issue. The issue is you're causing alarm and disturbance.
TSA Supervisor Brett Kavanaugh came and spoke with me and told me that I have every right to film the security checkpoint.
I did not deny that. Have you heard that from me at all?
So what
You're causing alarm and disturbance to the passengers. Multiple people came to me. I'm sure you saw me standing over there, and I was asked to come and find out what's going on with the suspicious person at the checkpoint.
Suspicion is not a crime, sir.
It's not. The crime.
Can you articulate to me a crime?
I did not say that there was a crime committed, sir. I tried to identify you to make sure that there was no issue here. And you refused to do that.
If I were you,
then you would not put your hands behind your back.
If I were you, I would invoke your own right to remain silent, sir, because you're just digging yourself deeper in the hole. You just said there's no crime. Come on, man.
Not at this point, there isn't.
There was never. Okay. Go ahead. You're right. There was never a crime. There's not going to be a crime, and I wasn't. Your body camera will show. I've been nothing but cordial to you. I just was. If invoking my rights puts me in cuffs, I mean, I guess that's just where we are.
If you feel it was your right to not provide me your ID when the state trooper requested it, that's how you feel. That's fine.
See, the problem is you think you're above the law, and you think you're above. You're above a citizen.
See, now you're projecting your thoughts because I'm in uniform. So no. Because I'm in uniform.
I'm assuming because you put me in cuffs.
Yeah, you're detained. That's 100% right. For failure to comply.
An unlawful detainment. Okay. Is the supervisor is coming?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm sure he's going to explain it to you. I'm sure he is. All right. Cool, man. It's all about education here. I'm not mad. Trooper Lavoie. Good, you got a body camera. This is good. Great transparency for everybody. Because my phone wasn't. Imagine you did. This is what I'm talking about for law enforcement. Imagine you didn't have a body camera right now. My phone is off. I'm not recording.
Okay.
So what type of accountability would I have against you if you didn't have a body? That's why body cameras are important. It's good.
Okay.
good.
Do you know that the state police have had body cameras for over 5 years?
That's great. That's good to hear. Really, it is.
31 to transport, and I'll be out inside the
Where I'm
tunnel.
from, they don't have body cameras, so I'm an advocate trying to promote that.
You should. We're still trying to find out where you're from, so it'll be interesting to find out who doesn't have body cameras.
De-escalation. If you do a little bit of de-escalation, things might go a little bit better for you, and anybody else.
You could have too.
All I did was tell you I want to invoke my right. Is
Absolutely.
this a supervisor?
No.
Come on, man. Can I get a supervisor here? He's going to explain to you guys to release me immediately. I haven't broken any laws. This is insane.
You'll be released as soon as you're identified.
This is unlawful
and we're sure that there's
detainment.
nothing being done here.
Bradley,
Cruz and Lavoie.
Sir, can I just ask
868.
I've been very transparent, sir. I told you I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. Exercising my First Amendment right. That's all. Dude, the TSA supervisor he just told me I have every right to film the security checkpoint.
Absolutely.
He's the TSA supervisor.
Right. Mr. Reyes, you understand that I've never denied that. That's not why you're detained. That's not why you're being
Detained
spoken
because suspicious.
to. You're detained because you weren't cooperating with me when I was trying to investigate what was going on over
Because I
there.
wouldn't provide my identification.
Absolutely.
Understood. Well, we can have a difference of opinion. This is America.
Absolutely.
But the only thing we can't have a difference of opinion on is the law. And you're a law enforcement officer, so I guess. Okay.
Sir, can I just ask why, like, an officer asks you for ID, why you wouldn't provide it? Like, what is the big deal?
It's part of my rights, sir. I don't have to provide ID. If you didn't have a right to do something, why would you? It's a right. It's not a privilege.
Were you just arrested recently?
I don't answer questions.
The answer is yes.
So why are you asking a question you know the answer to?
Because I think you're just trying to be difficult on purpose.
I just don't want to answer any questions. Is that
you
is
have
that
an agenda here? That's what I'm telling you. Like, you have some kind of agenda.
agenda for? I didn't put myself in these cuffs. I told him I'm a journalist. TSA didn't put me in cuffs.
People tell us stuff all the time. Doesn't mean that we necessarily believe them until they provide people lie to us all the time.
Just because you have trust issues, that doesn't mean you can put
It's not
free citizens.
that we have trust issues.
You can't put free citizens in handcuffs.
It's the nature of our job.
This is an unlawful detainment.
Now, filming in public, even at an airport, is not a crime. The auditor here identified himself as an independent journalist, which is also not a crime. At that point, unless the officer could articulate actual suspicion of unlawful activity, there was no legal basis to demand identification or escalate. This is where the line gets crossed. Refusing to provide ID by itself is not grounds for detention. Courts have consistently held that silence or exercising one's right not to engage does not automatically create suspicion. The officer needed more than just curiosity or frustration. He needed lawful cause. So when the officer detained the auditor, not for a suspected crime but for not presenting ID, he stepped outside the protections laid out in Terry v. Ohio. What we're left with is a detention not based on law, but on authority being stretched past its limit.
And when the supervisor gets here, he's going to let you guys both know that, and he's going to tell you to release me.
We're going to release you as soon as we're able to do that. I'm not keeping you detained just because I feel like I want to. You understand that, right?
Yeah, no, you want to, because you put the cuffs on me. You definitely did.
While I was here by myself, and you weren't cooperating with me. Yes, you were handcuffed.
I was not aggressive.
No one said you were aggressive.
And all I told you was I'm not providing my ID because I don't have to, legally.
Right.
I'm following
until
the
you
law.
were given a lawful order from a state trooper to do so, and you've chose not to.
That is an unlawful order, sir.
Okay.
And you're going to learn that.
Well, I'm glad you cooperated with it because it was getting close to the point that you weren't, where I had to physically put your hands behind your back for you.
Sir, I don't comply with unlawful orders. And that's just my right as a citizen to not comply with it. You might think it's a lawful order, but it's not. It's not. It's not. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 state troopers.
Well, until we could get the supervisor, everyone came for you. All right, sir. Multiple people came up to me, including TSA, saying this guy was acting very suspicious at the checkpoint. I observed him recording, which is nothing wrong with that. However, when I went to identify him to find out what his business here at the airport, he refused to comply.
Okay.
Wouldn't provide me any ID. he's like pushing the limits. He's trying to test us, I think, and see. He's saying I violated his First Amendment right, and that he didn't have to provide ID, and that's why he didn't. When I asked him to put his hands behind his back because he wasn't being compliant with me and I was investigating, he refused to do so. It took me 4 or 5 verbal attempts to get him to do that. Okay. Had to physically put his hands behind his back. He's been compliant since, but constantly questioning what I'm asking. Just being difficult. I don't think there's anything major here. I think this is what he was here to do. He says he's a journalist and he was recording, but he has no documentation of that. And I just did a pat down. I didn't do a search, obviously.
Well, where did you find him?
He was literally right here recording everyone, recording TSA agents.
Oh, so he wasn't on the other side?
No, he's on the unsecured side, recording the TSA checkpoint, recording passengers, and people were just alarmed and disturbed by what he was doing.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure everything was safe.
Okay.
And that's where we're at.
Hi, Sergeant.
Sergeant Drummond.
Yes.
Sergeant Drummond, I would like to be released immediately from this unlawful detainment. I have not broken any laws.
Mm-hmm.
Your trooper did not have any reasonable articulable suspicion to identify me or in any way. I talked to supervisor from the TSA, Brett Kavanaugh. He told me that I have every right to film the security checkpoint. This is a public building. I'm an independent journalist. He's violating my First Amendment right of freedom of press. And like I said, I would like to be released from these handcuffs.
Okay.
And he turned off my phone. Just, I would like to be released from these handcuffs immediately. I have not broken any laws, sir.
Okay. All right. Why were you videotaping? Just out of curiosity.
Same thing I told your trooper. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay.
I'm not going to divulge until the story is published. Now I guess the story has changed to an unlawful detainment by your officer, by your trooper. Sorry. And like I said, the longer I'm in here, the longer you guys are violating my rights. So I would, as a supervisor, I would advise you to do the right thing here, sir, and have me undetained.
Okay.
Because I have not broken any laws.
Okay.
And your trooper has a grave misunderstanding of Connecticut law, saying that a trooper, if they ask for your ID, you are obligated legally to provide it. I know that you do not. That you need reasonable articulable suspicion.
All right, turn on. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You need reasonable articulable suspicion, and I think I would like to file a formal complaint against this trooper.
Okay.
And I'll be writing a statement to your internal affairs, but I'd like to file a complaint with you as a supervisor.
Well, I'm going to direct you to our professional standards unit.
You're not going to take a complaint from me?
I don't take complaints. We don't do that. You have to go through our professional standards.
That's not how it works with troopers?
No.
Okay.
No. It has to go for you.
Professional standards?
Yeah, and then it'll come down through the chain of command.
Okay, great.
But I will advise that.
Could you do that for me? Can
Yes,
you advise
I will.
him that that's not the law? That's dangerous.
No. Actually, he had a reason to question you. You chose not to cooperate with him. You became the subject of an investigation. So
I do not have to provide my ID unless he articulates a crime.
Okay.
This is where the state trooper completely undermines his own authority. He admits on camera that the man wasn't aggressive and that he wasn't detained for filming. Instead, he says the detention was based only on suspicion. But here's the problem. Suspicion is not a crime. Under the Fourth Amendment and Supreme Court precedent in Terry v. Ohio, an officer must have reasonable, articulable suspicion of criminal activity, specific facts that point to a potential crime, before detaining someone. A hunch, a feeling, or simple curiosity isn't enough. That means when the trooper demanded ID without a legal basis, those demands were not lawful commands. They were unlawful orders. And when a citizen is detained for refusing an unlawful order, it crosses the line from authority into rights violations. This kind of unconstitutional detention not only weakens the officer's position, it exposes him and his department to civil liability under 42 U.S.C. subsection 1983. That statute allows citizens to sue government officials for violating their constitutional rights, and unlawful orders like this have led to large civil rights settlements and judgments across the country. At the end of the day, the trooper didn't just mishandle the stop. He created a textbook example of how an officer turns a lawful encounter into a potential lawsuit by issuing unlawful demands and detaining without cause.
Are you going to provide your name?
He told me he was going to arrest me, trooper. This is what I'm saying. I understand you guys have your thin blue line and you guys stick together. I get that.
Listen.
But what I'm saying is, if he's breaking
talking,
the law,
or I'm going to leave. Stop talking.
I mean, you can leave whenever you'd like,
all
sir.
Right, you guys are all set?
Can I get my things and go?
Where's this?
I'm going to get it.
Okay.
I'm going near my
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Be careful, man. Come on. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. This is all I'm called for.
I don't know.
I'll be talking to professional standards since your sergeant doesn't want him to do anything. I'll be talking to professional standards since your sergeant doesn't want him to do anything. You need to learn the law.
Don't point. Listen, we're done talking. We're done. Get yourself. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, sir.
Not even a simple infraction?
Huh?
Not even a simple
No, just let him go.
Simple infraction for what? I didn't break the law.
All right, let's go.
You did. You violated my rights.
I was just unlawfully detained by the Connecticut State Troopers here. I was put in cuffs by a tyrant officer, a rogue officer who thought that he knew his job, but obviously didn't. Excuse me.
After several tense minutes in handcuffs, a supervisor finally arrives on scene. Recognizing there was no lawful basis for the detention, the supervisor orders the cuffs removed and the man is released. But the story doesn't end there. Determined to hold the troopers accountable, the independent journalist heads straight to the state police headquarters to file a formal complaint. Instead of professionalism, he's met with another heated exchange. Officers doubling down, deflecting, and clashing once again over the same core issue: his right to film and to not present ID without lawful cause.
Hey, sir. How you doing, Sergeant?
You're videotaping me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't want to talk to you then. If you want to videotape me, then if you want to talk to me like a man, we can chat.
But what about you guys wear body cameras here? What's the difference?
I don't have a body camera.
I understand that. Can I get your name, Sergeant?
Yeah, Brian Fahey.
Brian Fahey.
Yep.
So there's a serious civil rights violation going on here. So as I was explaining to your other trooper, I'm a journalist, independent journalist, working on a story. Okay. And I was gathering content for that story at the Bradley Airport. TSA became concerned about me filming. Okay. A supervisor came over. The first person who was concerned called the supervisor. Supervisor said, "You have every right to film. It's not an issue. I know your rights. You know your rights. Continue what you're doing." One of your troopers out of Bradley Airport, trooper.
How can I help you today with pistol permits? Can I help you today with pistol permits?
Why would I? I don't need help with pistol permits. I need help with a civil rights violation, as I just told you, sir.
But you can contact our internal affairs department. It's online, or there's a phone number.
But you're a supervisor.
I'm a supervisor in charge of special licensing and firearms. So all these people that are in line, in 529 gun dealers in the state of Connecticut, that's what we're dealing with. There's an outlet for you to make your complaint.
There's a civil rights violation.
But there's an outlet for you to make your complaint, and you can make that. We've given you it.
Why are you guys acting like this? I'm trying to make a serious civil rights.
What? I don't know what you. I can't help you with your complaint today. You have your outlet. You can call IA. I can get you the number, or you can go online and make.
This is the headquarters. Can't somebody just come down here and speak to me from
No, because
internal
our
affairs?
internal affairs division is not here.
Where is it? So I can go there.
It's in Middleton. It's in Meriden. I'm sorry, at North Colony Road.
It's in Meriden.
Building number 11, I believe. Yes.
Meriden.
Yep.
Can you get me that address?
Sure. 294 North Colony Road.
294 North Colony Road.
Yep.
Building what again?
I think it's building 11. I'm not sure exactly. You're going to go, when you come into the complex, the forensic laboratory is going to be on your left. You're going to take a right. There's an island. It's the last building on the right.
And that's where they're located.
You have your outlet to make your complaint. We give you plenty of outlets to make your complaint.
Yeah.
And we've offered them all to you. You have the paperwork, right, to make your complaint?
Yeah, they just gave me the complaint.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go right ahead. Right ahead, sir.
But this is part of a thing that I'm going to fill this out, but
Fantastic.
I want to speak with somebody who can help me.
Okay, well then you can call IA, or you can go there, and if they have time to speak to you, they'll speak to you. But you have your outlet. You can go online and you can get the phone numbers.
Yeah.
We want to entertain your complaint through the proper channels. You want to make a complaint?
Yeah, which is through internal affairs.
Yep,
It's the proper
so you've been
channels.
given that. Yep.
I will go speak to them
All right,
personally.
have a great day.
You too.
Nice talking to you.
You as well.
I'll be right with you guys. You're all set here?
Excuse me?
Are you all set here?
Well, yeah, there's nothing else obviously you can help me out with at this point.
So you're all set. So you're going to go to IA right now, correct?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
I'm going to be going.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be going.
Okay. So you're going to stand here with your cell phone on?
I thought you were busy. I thought you were a busy man.
I am busy.
So you should get to work.
I should get to work? Is that what you're telling me?
If you're busy.
We're going to have a problem between you and I.
You don't do it interfering.
His body camera's on. His body camera's on. Stop. He has his body camera on.
I don't care.
Stop,
I don't
man.
care.
Step back.
Right?
Step back.
This is private property.
I'm not doing anything.
You're not going to
I will get
videotape
off.
me and
I'll
have
get
an
off of
attitude
it.
with me.
I'll get
But
off
I'm going
of
to
it.
tell you
Where's
what
your
right
phone?
now,
I'll
dude.
get off of it.
I'm not
Stop.
the one.
All right.
Okay? I gave you the information
trying
you
to make a
needed,
complaint, that's it.
and I gave you your outlet. Right?
I'm
You were
going.
giving your outlet.
I said I was
you wanted to
going.
stand there and hold your cell phone in my face.
I
Is
wasn't
what
in
you
your
wanted to
face.
do. Yes,
I
you
wasn't
do.
in your
Take your
face.
cell phone and go and make your complaint.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I grab
No,
my cell
you stay
phone?
right here.
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you.
All right.
What's
Where's your
wrong
car
with
at?
you
Where's your
guys,
car at?
man?
Where's your car at?
I'm gonna go, man. I'm going.
All right, no, but where's your car
Why
at?
didn't you
I'm
know where my
asking.
car's at? You were about to arrest me, man, for real?
I had
Is your
to
body
detain
camera
you.
on?
Yeah, my body camera is on, buddy. I'm Trooper Costello, 1139.
Costello?
Yep.
Wow.
Listen, with the
You
situation
were
that
gonna
you're
arrest me for real?
we're going to detain you or what the situation was going on, man. You're
I'm leaving.
being.
Conversation's over. Go ahead. Let's go. Thank you.
What started as a simple act of recording in public has now escalated into two confrontations, one in the airport and one by the very building meant to uphold accountability. And so the big question is, how far can an officer go before unlawful orders turn into civil rights violations with serious consequences? After the release, the auditor takes his complaint directly to state police headquarters. Outside, he speaks with a sergeant. But instead of addressing the complaint, the sergeant turns the focus back on the camera. Once again, the act of recording becomes the flashpoint, and the sergeant ultimately forces him to leave the premises. So here we are, a man exercising his First Amendment rights, not inside the building, not disrupting operations, simply filming outside, and yet still being pushed away by those sworn to protect those very rights. But this story isn't over. He's directed to another location to meet with internal affairs, and in part 2, you'll see exactly what happens when he takes the fight for accountability one step further.